Measles. Measles is a highly contagious single-stranded RNA virus only known to affect humans. It invades and attacks the respiratory system. Children and immunosuppressed people are at the highest risk of being infected. The virus can spread through the direct contact or through airborne pathogens. 9 out of 10 individuals that come into contact with the infected host will contract the virus. In a brief history of the measles, cases date back to as early as the 9th century. Measles was discovered as a virus by Francis Home in 1757. In the 20th century, breakthroughs were made after the virus was isolated in Boston, and 9 years later the first vaccine was released. In 1968, the vaccine we still use today began distribution after it was developed by Maurice Hilleman. Measles is caused by morbillivirus. As soon as the virus enters the body, it will begin to multiply in the nose, throat, and lymphatic system, eventually attacking the respiratory system. The virus can enter the body through direct contact with bodily fluids such as saliva or mucus of an infected host. Unlike most viruses that denature with exposure to air, the measles virus can remain active in the air or on surfaces that an infected person has coughed or sneezed on up to 2 hours after the infected individual has left the area. A person with measles is considered contagious for 18 days, 4 days before any symptoms show and up to 14 days after symptoms begin. Initial symptoms are similar to those of influenza, such as a rise in temperature, cough, runny nose, and itchy eyes. Approximately 4 days after symptoms develop, a red rash will appear near the face and upper neck. In the following days, the rash will darken and begin to peel as it spreads down to the arms and to the hands. A treatment for measles is yet to be found. The best combative measure we can take is to vaccinate against measles. In a large portion of measles cases, further complications will persist and be detrimental to the patient's health. Infections such as pneumonia, conjunctivitis, and ear infections can develop due to measles. Once a patient is diagnosed with measles, supportive care is all a health practitioner can offer, including good nutrition, ensuring adequate fluid uptake, and plenty of rest. The measles virus itself isn't deadly, but the complications it causes can be fatal. Vaccines are a proven, safe and cost-effective way to prevent measles worldwide. Thanks to the World Health Organization, the vaccine has been available for over 50 years and has been estimated to cost only $1 American per child. In the Western world, measles, mumps and rubella vaccine are administered together as the MMR vaccine. It is recommended to receive 2 doses of the vaccine to have the highest possible chance of life immunity against these diseases. Countries all over the world have partnered with the World Health Organization to aim to eliminate measles and rubella from 5 recognized World Health Organization regions by 2020. The National Immunisation Program is run by the Australian Government that aims to increase nationwide immunisation rates. This is achieved by providing funding for free vaccines for 16 infectious diseases over the course of one's life. The best thing you can do as a parent is to immunise your child. Routine vaccinations can be done at most places of general practice. Routine childhood immunisation schedule recommends the first dose of MMR should be administered at 12 months of age and again at 18 months. Infectious diseases are near eradication in Australia. However, this does not mean you no longer need to vaccinate you or your child. It only takes one infected host to start an epidemic, so vaccination rates must remain high. Many people believe there are risks associated with vaccines, but in accordance with the law, all vaccines are tested and monitored throughout their development and continue to do so after release to the public. Mild reactions such as pain or redness around the area of the injection may occur but will not last long. If a severe reaction does occur, it is not usually due to the vaccine, except in especially rare cases. Generally, it is a coincidence, especially in infant cases. Expert bodies from around the world have researched and concluded there is no overwhelming link to the MMR vaccine and irritable bowel syndrome or any spectrum of autism. In almost all cases of infectious disease, there is a much higher risk of you contracting the disease than there is you having a severe reaction to the vaccine.